Old age. It's not just a time of growing older, it's a time of rising higher. A time to dive deep within, to gain self-knowledge, and to realize the truths of life. This is the phase where peace becomes your most precious possession. But sadly, even that peace can be destroyed if you're surrounded by the wrong people. Their words are toxic, their smiles are masks, and their presence brings exhaustion instead of energy. Stoic philosophy teaches us it's better to walk alone than in the company of those who poison your soul. That's why, in this stage of life, we must choose wisely who we keep close, and who we cut off. Let's now discover the 8 types of people you must avoid in old age. This video might become your shield for inner peace. So, I urge you, watch it till the very end. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your loved ones. Let's begin this journey of wisdom. Number 1. Those who live in the past. There are people in this world whose bodies exist in the present, but whose minds are trapped in a sorrow from years ago. They wake up every day under a new sun, yet their hearts remain in the darkness of an old, forgotten evening. They keep saying, "If only that hadn't happened. That mistake ruined everything for me." They fail to see the beauty of today, and they refuse to believe in the possibilities of tomorrow. Instead, they cling to their old pain like it's all they've ever known. Stoic philosophy says, to grieve over what you cannot control is to waste your strength. The past is like a burnt page. You can't write a new story on it. All you get is ashes of dreams that once were. In old age, when time becomes your most precious treasure, nothing hurts more than realizing you spent years mourning what was never in your hands to change. You cannot walk forward while carrying the weight of yesterday. And those who always carry that burden on their chest, they not only keep themselves stuck, but they drag you down into that same pit of sorrow. Stay away from them. Old age is not the time to look back and cry. It's the time to look ahead and find peace. You are not your past mistakes, you are your present courage. The kind of courage that says, if I'm still breathing, I still have purpose. So if someone in your life speaks only of pain and regret, let them go with love, but walk away with strength. For your peace. For your growth. For the dignity of your life. Number 2. Those who always complain. There are some people in life who wake up and go to sleep with a tone of complaint. The weather isn't right, the food doesn't taste good. Life feels unfair, and everyone around them is wrong. They talk endlessly about the source of problems, but never seek a solution. They are the kind of company that doesn't just tire your body. They exhaust your soul. Their words spread like poison. Negativity, frustration, and discontent. They never find peace themselves. And they slowly destroy yours too. Epictetus once said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." And also, it is not complaining, but the strength to accept, that leads to peace. Because a wise person understands, the world will never be perfect. There will always be flaws, challenges, and things out of place. But the real question is, will you turn those flaws into complaints? Or into fuel for inner growth? Stoicism teaches us, we cannot control what happens around us, but we can always control how we respond. Complaining is easy. Acceptance, that takes true strength. So beware of those who constantly complain. Because in old age, the thing you'll value most is peace of mind. And those who drown in complaints are the very people who rob you of that peace. Stay away from them. Even your calmest mornings can be poisoned by just a few of their words. This is your life. Your choice. Do you want to spend your days surrounded by complaints? Or walk forward with courage and clarity? Your decision will shape your future. Number 3. Those who take joy in putting others down. In this world, there are some people who take pleasure in seeing the weaknesses, mistakes, or pain of others. They belittle others, put them down, and then find a fleeting sense of joy in their own superiority. For them, this is the only form of happiness. When they bring someone lower, their ego feels larger. But this so-called joy is nothing but poison, because it's based on the humiliation of others. Stoicism teaches us, those who find joy in belittling others have small self-worth. A truly great person never seeks joy in the suffering or downfall of another. Those who do not know how to give respect can never truly earn respect. And in old age, when the most valuable thing becomes peace and dignity, they take that peace away. They believe, if I can make others feel small, I'll prove I'm big. But the real truth is, when you make others small, you shrink your own soul. You lose your inner strength and your self-respect. True strength in this world comes from controlling your own ego and giving respect to others. Stay away from them, because these people will never give you anything. They will only take away your peace and self-worth. In old age, the wisest choice is to avoid such people. They don't give respect, they only take it away. Their company will diminish your spirit. They will poison your mind and create conflict in your heart. Seek peace and stay away from those who take joy in putting others down. Because being truly great does not mean putting others beneath you. It means lifting others up and growing together. You are the greatest teacher of your own life. Number 4. Those who are ungrateful. There are some people in this world who never express gratitude for their life, their opportunities, or the people around them. To them, it always feels like nothing is ever enough. And whatever others do for them seems to hold no value. Even when you stand by their side, you'll hear them speak of their struggles. But they'll never say, "What you've done for me means a lot." Instead, they'll only say, "You haven't done enough for me." They forget to appreciate the little things, the efforts, and the help they've received. Stoicism says, gratitude fills a person, ingratitude makes them hollow. Gratitude is a power that fills the empty spaces within us, while ingratitude empties our souls. When we realize and feel the goodness that has come into our lives, whether in love, abundance, or peace, we understand that life itself is a gift. But those who fail to show gratitude remain trapped in sorrow, resentment, and frustration. There is no peace for them, because they never learn to be content with what they have received. These are the people who forget how lucky they are to have the things they have. Even the smallest gestures of kindness, love, or support. Stay away from them, because they will take away your peace, your confidence, your sense of gratitude, leaving you hollow. Their words will drain you, and you'll feel like you're never enough. They will always remind you of what you didn't do, but never acknowledge what you've already done for them. When you help someone, when you offer support, you don't ask for gratitude. But gratitude is what makes a person strong. And those who cannot feel it will remain empty. In old age, stay away from those who are ungrateful. Their endless complaints, their bitterness, and their dissatisfaction can never bring you peace. Be grateful for everything you have, because that is your strength, your peace. Number 5. Those who gossip. There are people in this world who, instead of focusing on their own lives, spend their time talking about the lives of others. Their time is consumed by discussing the faults and failures of others, and they waste their precious moments on meaningless conversations. They gossip about everyone. Who did what, whose life is going wrong. what others are doing, and what's happening around them. These people can never focus on self-improvement, because they spend all their time talking about others. They find joy in mocking someone else's mistakes, weaknesses, or shortcomings. And that's where they seek their fleeting happiness. Stoicism says, a person who talks too much about others is avoiding the responsibility to improve themselves. Those who are constantly talking about others can never improve their own lives, because there's no strength in gossiping. It's nothing but a waste of time and a drain on your spirit. In old age, time becomes the most precious thing. When you stand at the crossroads of life, you will never want to look back and realize that your time was wasted on pointless chatter. You will wish that the time you had could have been spent on something meaningful. Something that would bring growth to your life and to those around you. You'll wish that time could have been spent building yourself and creating peace with your loved ones. Stay away from those who are busy gossiping about others, while they fail to build their own character. Because gossip will only degrade you. It won't teach you anything. Because those who gossip never focus on their own lives. When you spend your time, make sure it's on something valuable. Something that will bring positive change to your life and the lives of those around you. In old age, your greatest desire will be peace and progress. And for that peace and progress to be yours, stay away from the poison of gossip. Number 6. Those who spread fear and negativity. In old age, what you need most is hope, clarity, and calmness. But there are people who constantly spread fear. They say things like, "You're too old now," or "Nothing will work for you." These words don't guide you, they drain you. They don't offer logic, they inject fear into your heart. Stoicism teaches, do not be led by fear, but by reason. Fear weakens the mind. It blurs your thoughts and steals your energy. The people who always talk about what could go wrong rarely help you see what could go right. They turn every possibility into a problem, and every hope into hesitation. In this phase of life, you deserve to be surrounded by those who speak of strength, who remind you of your potential. Not those who try to make you doubt your worth. Choose people who light up your thoughts, not darken them. Because your peace is your responsibility. And fear has no place where peace is supposed to live. Stay away from those who plant fear. And walk with those who water your courage. Number 7. Those who never admit their mistakes. There are people in this world who can never admit their own faults or mistakes. They always believe they are right. And you are the one who is wrong. To be around them is to surrender your peace. They will never accept their mistakes. If something goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault. Their ego is so large that they fear acknowledging their own errors, because admitting a mistake to them feels like a loss of power or respect. Stoicism says, self-awareness and humility are the keys to wisdom. Admitting your mistakes doesn't make you weak. In fact, it shows your strength. The person who can admit their faults is truly strong, because they understand that making mistakes is a part of being human. And learning from those mistakes is the greatest gift life offers. But those who never admit their mistakes will never learn through self-reflection. They will never grow from their errors. They will only speak in their favor. But they will never find peace, because they are trapped in the walls of their own pride. In old age, peace and self-respect are the most important things. Stay away from those who cannot admit their faults. Because being around them means sacrificing your peace. You will want the people you spend time with to help you grow. To help you learn from your mistakes and bring peace into your life. Those who never admit their mistakes will take away your peace. But those who acknowledge their faults will be the ones who truly bring you peace and growth. Number 8. Those who do not know how to love. In old age, what we need most is love, empathy, and acceptance. At this time, the warmth of love from our loved ones, their affection and support bring peace into our lives. But those who do not know how to love can never be a companion to your peace. Those who do not know how to love live only for their own benefit. To them, relationships are just a necessity, where they seek only their own gain. They never understand the value of love or affection, because their hearts are so closed. They cannot feel the joys or sorrows of others. Stoicism teaches us the highest good is love, for it connects us to others and fosters peace. Love is the greatest strength of humanity, because it brings us closer to each other and sows the seeds of peace. Those who do not know how to love only want to use others, but they can never experience the joy of genuine connection. As you move forward in old age, you will want people around you who love you, who spend time with you with empathy and sincerity. Spending time with such people brings peace and happiness into your life. They bring a love into your life that cannot be measured by anything in the world. Stay away from those who do not know how to love, because they will only become an obstacle to your peace and happiness. It is with those who know how to love truly that you will find real happiness and peace. Conclusion. Old age is not a sign of weakness, it's a time for gaining wisdom, making decisions, and finding peace. During this time, we bring completion to some of the most important chapters of life. The experiences you've had on your journey provide valuable lessons, but those lessons depend on the people you keep around you. Surround yourself with those who respect your soul, who value your time and significance. Just like you choose your thoughts wisely, choosing the right people to be around is equally important. Choose your company like you choose your thoughts, wisely. To bring peace and progress into your life, choosing the right people is crucial. Remember, the people you spend your time with will influence the quality and strength of your life. So, if this video has helped you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.